Hello everyone, welcome to listen to Xiaya Talks about watches. In this episode, we bring you this APS Daytona counterweight plate. It's a cement gray and platinum color. Currently, for watches with counterweight materials, the golden part, it still cannot solve the problem of fading. So the platinum version is more important. Because the platinum version, it will not fade like the white steel case. If it gets old, you can also polish and refurbish it. So the platinum version of the weight, I think it is a highlight of the moment. Let's take a look at the overall performance of this APS counterweight. Let's take a look at its overall performance. This one, we changed it to a 2B meteorite dial. The overall effect after changing the accessories, I think it is definitely the best in this version. The best. Let's first take a look at its weight. We weigh it and it weighs 146 grams. The Yuanla we filmed in the last video is also 146 grams. The weight is the same. This weight, compared with the genuine one, it is already very close. Another point is, we need to look at its workmanship and the situation of its movement. In fact, the product has evolved to this day. In terms of accessory workmanship have been quite perfect. They are all made by big factories. Many of these large factories are actually quite similar. There is not much difference. Its version also retains the details we always emphasize. The head is short. The head is the same as the Swiss version. So the design of the crown is fine. It won't be like the 7750 movement. The buttons will be very long, so it's also well done in this regard. The bezel, it's not a rare ring. It is made by APS itself. The specific supplier has not been announced. Anyway, the product is well made. Let's zoom in to take a look at its bezel. We always emphasize that Western style accessories are good. It was because of the Western style. It was the first to achieve the scale of the ring that can keep the color from fading and not fade or darken. But now, this technology is no longer a secret, nor is it a particularly difficult point. So many factories can also achieve it. So there's no need to blindly pursue scarcity. The font depth of the ring opening and font size are all fine. Take a look. The meteorite dial after the change. This meteorite dial is also a new product. It's made of RB. It's different from the buff and HW we used before. It is still a little different. The texture of the entire dial will be more obvious. The texture of this iron meteorite will be more obvious. The early buff or SW dial, they don't look so obvious. It has a bit of a plastic feel. This new accessory dial, I personally recommend it. Let's appreciate it from different angles. The hands, it still uses the original APS factory pointer. There is no need to replace it, and there's no need to replace the pointer. No problem. The hairiness is relatively small. It still has a second hand at 6 o'clock. Then, at 9 o'clock, there is a 12-hour chronograph, a 30-minute scoring disc at 3 o'clock. All functions are real and usable. The movement is a Shanghai-made 4130. It's no longer the Dandong 4130 movement because Shanghai has now launched and integrated the 4130 movement. The movements made by these two companies. The difference is that Shanghai's one can reach a power reserve of 70 hours, while the previous Dandong 4130 only has about 48 hours. The movement of this watch is also synchronized with the power storage of the Swiss version. Okay, after adjusting, we need to lock it back. To prevent water from entering, the middle gear should be rotated downwards. It's the same. Turn it clockwise to adjust the hour, and it goes clockwise, and pushing it backward will make it go backward. The functions are consistent, including the adjustment direction is the same as the original version. After adjusting, push it up to lock it back. To prevent water ingress, the entire watch case, the workmanship is quite good. It has been polished where it should be polished. The head standing part has a CNC brushed effect. It is made by CNC machine, so it is also relatively delicate. Then take a look at the back case. For the back case, the platinum version's feature is the circle around the bottom cover, which is polished. If it's a dry shell, it's frosted. It's different. Open the button and take a look at the engraving. The version of the engraving, I think the engraving here is a little shallower, so it can be strengthened later, but it's not a big problem because you wear it on your hand and no one will take it off to see your engraving and then compare it to the engraving of the Rui version. Few people will compare the Rui version, the toy version at the same time, so don't worry too much about the engraving. It's all made. Well, the buttons here. The button is 750 precious metal logo, including the dog head logo, 18K gold, and the code. The engraving is, it's all fine. It's also quite clean. The closure feels good. The OK corner also has polished buttons. The small crown, take a look. Each small claw here has been polished, which is quite meticulous. There is also an extra section of the extension strap here, which can be adjusted or pull it apart. There is also an extra gear inside. You can adjust it. It needs to be adjusted manually. Let me show you how to use it. Personally, I think this platinum version, it is relatively low key, but in the watch playing circle, if you wear this watch and a meteorite dial, it will definitely not be simple for those who know watches. Rubber strap. I don't know if there is a steel sheet inside the rubber strap. I don't don't know because it has not been advertised, but the whole rubber strap, the resilience is also acceptable. The texture is a bit harder. Let's measure the thickness of the glass first. Hey, 12.3 is just right. There's no need to modify the glass. It's basically perfected to the extreme. Based on my impression, the best version at present. Because the others are all regular versions, it only weighs 100 grams. The weight will be more obvious. So for platinum stone, using ABS counterweight plates to modify it should be the best solution at present. YYDS, this is the original one. The dial that was replaced because ABS doesn't make meteorite version. The cost of the meteorite version is relatively high and the effect may not be good. It requires some professional accessory factories to do it and then modify it later. This is the original grey dial. The entire watch is made of ABS. The watch foundation, including the case and bezel, are all good. The base is good. The movement is also a new one, which are all good. That means we just need to change the dial. There are no other problems. Okay, that's all.